Netflix has become absolutely huge, and there's article after article about how they're revolutionizing television, and with series like House of Cards and Orange is the New Black, and everyone is binge watching now, which is where you can watch an entire series in 3 days instead of watching it every Sunday night on HBO, and that this is the future of television. And I thought having you two on, it would be an interesting discussion to talk about the movie industry, and is this the way that everything's going to go? I'm watching all this Netflix stuff, and I do it in the binge fashion. But is this where movies are going to go? Because that seems to be the next logical step. They're obviously making a lot of money with this. They're getting huge buzz, and it's what people want, right, in their home. Are we going to be all watching movies on Netflix? Made for Netflix movies.
Take this one.
No.
You're the true pro on this.
Yes.
No, I mean, it's just a guess, but no, because the movie-going experience that, started in the little Nickelodeons and then through silent film, like, that's still a thing. And people going out, leaving their homes and going to an event together with other people and, going to dinner or whatever, or getting a hooker, whatever you do, that's still going to...
Movie and a hooker.
Right, movie and a hooker, yeah. That was, I think, TNT. So, that will continue. But what we are seeing is this, starting with The Sopranos in 1998, this incredible television renaissance, where I'm sure you recognize as an actress that the best writing. I just came from the Telluride Film Festival, and I saw some great movie. Alexander Payne's new movie, Nebraska, sensational. There's some great films, but the best writing is on television now. It just is, and the show that's on after Breaking Bad is a show called Low Rising Sun with a wonderful actor named Mark Strong about Detroit homicide cops. And as TV shows go, it's good. It's not great, for my initial read. I've seen 2 episodes. I like it. I'll continue watching it. It is, until I went to Telluride, it was better than the last 8 movies I'd seen. It's shot better, it looks better, the characters are believable, they're credible, they're identifiable, and it's not a great show, but it's 10 times better than most movies and most big budget movies.
And I'm guessing it didn't have a Transformers $250 million budget, which it probably had a $400 million budget. Do you feel that as an actress, that the good stuff, the good writing, and what would give you the most sort of rewarding experience as an artist is the television
There's
stuff?
some amazing stuff I've just read recently, like something for Amazon called Transparent was so fantastic.
Amazon's doing the Michael Connelly books, Harry Bosch books that are so great, and that's those have been talked about for a movie for years. It was, fans would always debate who should play the lead character, the detective in the LA Hollywood Bureau, and now the notion that it's going to be on Amazon and it's going to be maybe 10 episodes and you can develop them, sounds thrilling.
And I think the creators are getting a lot more control. I think they're able to do a lot more of what they want. I would assume, I don't know but I would assume they've just got more free reign to be creative people. And when you've got 10 episodes and you're not terrified you're going to be pulled after episode 2 when the ratings weren't there, wasn't Orange is the New Black was renewed before season 1 even started? Because it's going on, what's actually good, which I feel like used to be what, the more mainstream.
And look at, we mentioned James Woods, and James Woods and John Voight and Liev Schreiber, these are movie stars.
Yeah.
And these guys are doing Ray Donovan on Showtime, and it's fantastic, and they're all 3 great in it. And Tim Oliphant was on the verge of being I would assume a giant movie star. He's like so good looking at straight guys want to be, and he did, and he's on FX on Justified, and Patton Oswalt,
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, right? I mean, these are serious actors. There's anti-shame in going on television.
Absolutely.
Now there's Glenn Close. So we were talking about my sunglasses beforehand on Damages. That it's hardly shame. It's clear. It's a blessing. It's now there's a little cachet to it.
And shame has become like ABC or something like that. Isn't that crazy?
There you go.
Well, I wouldn't do an ABC show, but Amazon.
Come on. They still pay.
What?
Do you guys think we lose something by the binge watching experience? Because I do think there's something to be said for the fact that when Game of Thrones was on, we all saw the Red Wedding at the exact same time, and then everyone could immediately jump on Twitter and go crazy about it. Where now, if you watch this in 3 days and someone takes 2 weeks, that you do lose some of the shared experience, right?
It almost becomes a race. It's like, oh my God, you did it in 4 hours somehow. You watched 10 hours of television. I can't keep up with
I
that.
hate that I'm about to say this,
Say
but
it.
your life changes when you have children, and so there's less binge watching. So I get it. Like, so I don't think it's going to go away, and I think that we'll still, I don't think Game of Thrones is suddenly, in future seasons going to get released all at once. I think this is an alternative way that will change things somewhat. But I think it's also like, why are we, we have so many arbitrary things that we do things, TV shows come on once a week because that's what we decided they'd be on once a week. That we say, the list of the 10 best or the 5 best. Like, what's wrong with 8?
Right.
And what would be wrong with releasing a show Mondays and Thursdays for 6 weeks? Like, at some point, someone will try something different. As a movie critic, we know that we're told like the late summer here in August is where they put the summer movies that weren't, or we're now in September, they put the summer movies that aren't expected to do well. Why? Like, people don't want to go in August?
Right.
Like, they were into it in July, but they're like, I'm not going to a movie in August. And January and February, where movies get thrown, because why? Like, because why? When people don't want to go to have a good time on a Wednesday in January? Like, I think they'd see a movie if it were good. I just think
I hate having
we
a good
think
time.
formulaically in this country, and maybe that'll change too, which would be interesting if you could see a show twice a week.
Ben Mankiewicz trying to revolutionize the way we think, not just about movies, but many, many things.